Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki has embarked on a dangerous game in a neighboring country. He has launched this dangerous play in a neighboring country. He claims to be supporter of a group in the neighboring country, but it seems that what he's doing now is like an effort to control the government making military establishment in this neighboring country. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Rapid developments in Asmara these days. Political dialogue ongoing, military officers visiting there, and Al Burhan, Eritrean ally, is not on board reportedly. What is happening in Asmara? Let me take you back a little just to share the background with you for new viewers. When Umar al Bashir was in power in Sudan, he was removed in 2019. During his tenure as Sudan's ruler, Eritrea and Sudan did not remain on good terms. Eritrea hosted anti-Sudanese government forces. Anti-Sudanese government groups were trained, armed in Eritrea, and they were involved in attacks on Sudanese government, Sudanese forces in Sudan. Umar al-Bashir closed border with Eritrea once. He imposed a state of emergency in Kassala because Eritrea was interfering in Kassala, the border region of Sudan, which shares border with Eritrea. Though once Umar al-Bashir visited Eritrea, but basically Eritrea-Sudan relations remained tense for the most part of Umar al-Bashir's tenure. And after Umar al-Bashir's removal, we saw that Al-Burhan, Abdul Fattah al-Burhan took power, sharing it with Hamdan Dagalo. Eritrea wanted to be a player. It offered to mediate, to solve the issues in Sudan. Al-Burhan rejected Eritrean offer of mediation. Then war erupted. Over 2 years ago, war between RSF and Al-Burhan erupted. Al-Burhan is leading Sudanese military. Dagalo is leading Rapid Support Force, RSF, which was raised when Umar al-Bashir was in power. Eritrea did not want RSF to come close to its borders. Eritrea saw RSF as a danger to ethnic and religious harmony in Eritrea and in eastern Sudan. Eritrea, after the start of war, Eritrea remained silent. It gauged the situation on the ground, then it chose its side. It stood with Al-Burhan's government. Al-Burhan back then was under pressure, by the way. RSF was in control of Khartoum, Omedurman, Bari. Al-Burhan just escaped from Khartoum. He tried to base himself in Port Sudan. So in hard times, definitely Eritrean government supported Al-Burhan. And during recent bombardment on Port Sudan, Al-Burhan military relocated its fighter jets and bombers to Asmara. And we know that Eritrea deployed its military, its navy to Port Sudan. So Eritrea has been supporting Al-Burhan, no doubt about that. Al-Burhan now has an edge over RSF. RSF have been pushed out of Khartoum, pushed out of Umdurman, pushed out of Bari. RSF in control of Western Sudan, where they want to establish a government. Government is not being recognized by anyone. RSF, backed by the UAE, are in trouble. Al Burhan on the offensive. Al Burhan wants to crush RSF. And it's inevitable that now new political and military structure is going to be put in place in Sudan. The parties which supported Al Burhan, they want new political setup in Khartoum. It seems that Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki is deciding which players will join the government, how Sudan's National Defense Force should be restructured. Such big decisions are being made in Asmara. Eritrea made itself a key player in Sudan after it started supporting Al Burhan. It started raising Sudanese fighters groups. Al-Amin Daoud's Popular Front for Liberation and Justice sent its fighters for training to Eritrea. Sudan Liberation Movement of Darfur, led by Minawi, sent its fighters for training to Eritrea. And Eritrea established Eastern Sudan Liberation Forces, which has members from Bani Amir and Habib tribes. Bija, a Congress forces led by Musa Muhammad, are being supported by the Eritrean government. Eastern Sudan Liberation Forces led by Ibrahim Dunia are backed by the Eritrean government. So groups in Western Sudan, groups in Eastern Sudan are being trained, armed on Eritrean soil. Then I did a video a few days ago. I informed you about the visit of Saeed Ahmed Al-Jakomi from northern state of Sudan, who visited Eritrea recently, met with Isaias Afwerki, and he asked Eritrea to train 50,000 fighters from northern state and other states in northern Sudan. But Eritrea wants more than that. Some key meetings have been held in Eritrea in the last 1 week. Lieutenant General Salah Abdullah Ghosh is in Eritrea reportedly. Who is this man? Salah al-Ghosh is the former security chief of Umar al-Bashir, the ousted ruler of Sudan, who was removed in 2019. Salah al-Ghosh met with Muhammad Sayyid Ahmad al-Jakomi from northern state and some leaders of former dissolved party NCP, National Congress Party of Umar al-Bashir, which was dissolved. What is happening? Basically, groups in Eastern Sudan, groups in Northern Sudan, political parties, all are holding meetings with Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki. And the discussions are ongoing about establishment of new government in Sudan, about restructuring of Sudan's military. Isaias Afwerki, in his meetings with Al-Jakomi, with General Salah Abdullah Ghosh, proposed that Sudan Defense Force needs to be restructured. That Sudan Defense Force should have soldiers from all parts of Sudan, from Eastern Sudan, from Northern, from Central Sudan, and there should be a large-scale reconstruction of the military. If there is reconstruction of the military, there will be reconstruction of the government too. All these players should share power from eastern, central, northern parts of Sudan. All that is being discussed. All that is being uh, all that is being discussed from different angles in Asmara. None of Al Burhan's representatives is attending these talks. Now, Eritrea, it means, is in a position, Eritrean president, that he can blackmail Al Burhan. Eritrea can easily twist the arm of Al Burhan. Al Burhan, by the way, met with uh, an American diplomat in Switzerland a few days ago, and there he talked about ceasefire in Sudan. But ceasefire will only happen if all the forces supporting Al Burhan agree on ceasefire. What is happening in Asmara is not being approved by Al Burhan government reportedly. But Al Burhan government is not in a position to oppose Isaias Afwerki's moves. Isaias Afwerki wants to be a key player now in forming the new government and in re-establishing Sudanese military. Uh, does Eritrea want continuation of war? Uh, the groups which Eritrea support want continuation of war. They want Al Burhan to just crush RSF. But at the same time, they want restructuring of government in Khartoum. They want restructuring of Sudan's National Defense Force. I think in coming days, Eritrea-backed elements in Sudan will put more pressure on Al Burhan. And you could see tensions between Al Burhan and Isaias Afwerki in coming days. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching.